Morning everyone, ready for Move and Improve this morning. Just going to get all of those muscles working, lengthened, bit of core work, getting into the back of the hamstrings. Hopefully you'll feel great afterwards. So we're going to come onto the mat and we'll start stretching off to begin with. So if you find yourself nice and comfortable position, and we'll start loosening off the body. So we're going to start seated. So if you need to, pop a cushion under the bottom, if that gets you up a little bit higher. If not, we're going to bring the sole of the foot to the inner thigh, and we're just going to sit up nice and tall. So you're going to actively push down on that knee to stretch out down this side. We're going to flex the toe and push the knee down, reaching up nice and tall, breathing in to prepare, and as we breathe out, we're going to reach down towards that toe. Just lengthening out, down the hamstring and down the back of the body. Coming back in, deep breath in, and as we breathe out, coming down round the bottom of that foot, or as far as you can go. And then we'll swap sides. So swapping those sides over, sole of the foot to inner thigh, actively pushing down on the knee, flex the toe, push the knee down, deep breath in to prepare, and breathing out as we reach down. Lengthening out, just breathing into the stretch. So deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then we're going to come to lying on the back. We're going to pop the soles of the feet together and just lying back if you need to, cushion under the head. Tuck in the chin and just letting those knees fall open. Relaxing those shoulders down into the mat. Drawing the tummy in, flattening those ribs. Deep breaths, lateral breathing, so we're opening out the rib cage and closing down. Then we're going to bring those knees together. We're going to pop one leg over the top. So I'm popping my right leg over the left. I'm going to open out my hands. I'm going to drop my legs over to the left. So that right leg's over the top. Just lengthening out. Breathing in as you come back up to centre. Breathing out as you push that right knee down to the left. Trying to keep the shoulder on the floor as you do this. Back up to centre, we'll do it twice to the other side, so left foot over right, deep breath in, and as we drop the knee, we turn the head to look to the left. Back up to centre, and again as you breathe out, dropping the knee down, head looks left, knee comes to the right. Then we're going to come back up to seated and pushing back into a child's pose. So you're going to come onto all fours and push that bottom back down towards the heels. Let's go for a wide child's pose. So let's push those toes together and open out the knees. So the knees are as wide as the mat. And you're just going to push that chest down. Armpits face the floor. Fingers are nice and long. And we're driving those arms as far away from you as you can. Nice big stretch. So let's take another 3 deep breaths here. With each exhale, you're thinking about pushing the bottom a little bit closer towards those heels and those fingertips a little bit further away. One more deep breath. And then we pop those hands under the shoulders, bring those knees back in. We're going to keep that spine nice and long, so tummy draws in and braces. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the tailbone. So we're lifting the bottom as high as we can. So up on the toes, there'll be a slight bend in the knees to begin with. We want to push the ground away with the hands, turn the armpits facing down towards the mat, and we're just going to pedal out those feet. Nice and gently. With every out breath, push that heel down. Breathing in, breathing out, pushing the heel down. Making sure that tailbone is lifting high to the sky. Let's pedal those heels. Breathing out, so the foot lowers. And then let's hold it here. So really pushing that chest through, making that nice big chest. And coming down to the knees. And we'll just release back into a child's pose. Just release out those arms. Give those wrists a bit of a wiggle. And then we'll come into a wrist stretch. So all fours. So nice, long, flat back. Knees under hips. We're going to rotate the fingers to face inwards. So we're getting that nice deep stretch. Down the biceps. Forearms. Slight rock. If that's too much for you, you can always stay fingers facing outwards. And just feel that stretch. Then we're going to come back into that downward dog position. So tucking the toes, drawing the belly button in and flattening those ribs, tucking the toes, lifting the tailbone high. Let's come into a three-legged dog, so let's lift one leg. So I want you to extend as far as you can. So I want you to keep the hips closed, so we're not twisting open, we're keeping them nice and closed. Weights even, down both hands. Breathing in, and as we breathe out, we bring the knee to nose. So bringing the knee to nose and stretching back up again. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, as we breathe out, knee comes to nose and extending. So make sure when you're extending, you're fully extending that toe as far away from you as you can. We're going to breathe in to prepare, and as we breathe out, we're going to bring that right leg to the right elbow and then driving away. One more time as you breathe out to the right elbow. Then we're going to take it to the left elbow this time, so we're going to come across the body as we come across to the left and fully extend. And one more time. And extend. Taking that foot down and just pedaling those heels out. Down to the knees. Back into that wrist stretch now. So twisting the hands. Rocking forwards and backwards. Just releasing off those wrists. So this time we're going to go back into a three-legged dog, but we're going to open out the hip and we're going to go with some knee circles. So we're going to pop those hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes and lift the bottom high. Push that chest through, make those ribs down nice and flat, and we're going to extend the leg. Now we are going to open up the hip here and bring the heel towards the bottom. So you may find that you can stand flat on your supporting leg, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and reach that knee as high as we can, and we're going to draw 3 big circles. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Placing the foot down, pedaling out. Extending the leg again, opening out the hip, heel comes to bottom, and we draw 3 big circles. Pushing down evenly with both hands. Using the bottom to circle the hips. Extend up, coming back down. And relaxing down. Give your wrists a shake out if you need to. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So I'll turn around so you can see. So we're going to go into the 3-legged dog now. Left leg. We'll go for the knee to nose, knee to elbow, knee to opposite elbow to begin with. So let's find that downward dog position, tucking the toes, lifting the tailbone nice and high, extending the leg. Reach the leg as high as you can, keeping those hips closed, and then we're going to bring knee to nose, and extend back, and knee to nose, and extend. Breathing in as you breathe out, coming to your left elbow, extending out, one more time to the left, extending out, and then we come across the body to the right, extend as high as you can, and coming back in, and extending, and back down to the knees, into a child's pose. Resting position, so relaxed arms, relaxed head. Couple of deep breaths. And we're going to go back into those wrist stretches. So pushing your chest out nice and big, widening your shoulders, rocking into those wrists. Remember, your option is here. If it's too much with fingertips facing knees. Then back to our 3-legged dog, tucking the toes, lengthening the leg. Then we're going to open that hip, bringing the heel to the bottom, really opening up as wide as you can. Drawing now 3 circles with the knee, 3 big circles. As wide as you can, and the opposite direction. And coming down. Relaxing off, shake off, we'll do that one more time. Remember, go to your range. So if your heel doesn't come to your bottom, that's fine. You want to open up the hip as much as you can. If that opening out of the hip is enough, just stay with that opening out. You don't need to circle the legs. So just go to your range. We've got that one more time. So tucking the toes, lifting the bottom, leg nice and high, heel to bum, and we circle. So really opening out those hips. 3 big rotations. And the opposite way. Extend the leg and coming down into a child's pose position. And just relax here. Deep breaths. Let your body melt down into the mat. So melt those arms, head, neck. Let go of any tension in the jaw, the eyebrows, the neck, the shoulders. Just relax here. So we're going to come back onto all fours. If that is a bit too much on your wrists, because we're doing a lot on the wrists, you can come to your forearms for this position, or even onto the knuckles. That keeps your wrists in a nice neutral position. So we're going to extend the leg. So we're going to extend the leg as long as you can. So I'm extending my left leg far away from the body. I'm drawing my belly button in and up, so pelvic floor lifts, extending the hand away, and we're lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. So your option here is to just go with the leg. And then if you want to alternate and come back to just use the arm, if possible, stay in with both. So keeping that tummy nice and tight, no movement in the hips. Nice long line. And then this time we're going to take it up, and then we're going to bring the hand, the elbow and the knee in and extend back out. Bring the elbow and the knee in, crunching the abs, extending out. So your option here is you can pop the hands down each time or stay in that nice Superman position, bringing in and extending. Let's get a couple more. Breathing in as you come in, breathing out as you extend. And relaxing down. And we'll do the same onto the other side. So I'll turn around so you can see the movement. So all fours, got a nice dinner plate resting on your back. Your tummy's engaged and braced so that that doesn't move. The wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are under hips. You're extending the leg as far away from you as you can. Same with the hand. Again, choose your option. Lifting, lowering. So the bottom drives the movement. Breathing out as you come up. Breathing in as you come down. So remembering your options here to work with just the arm and then swapping to just the leg or both together. Making sure that the belly button's pulling in and the bottom and abdominals are working. We're not going into the lower back with this. Now let's go into those crunches. So bringing elbow to knee, extending. Elbow to knee, extending. Breathing out as you extend. Breathing in as you come together. Extend. Extend. One more time. And coming down into a child's pose. Pushing the bottom back. And relaxing those forearms, relaxing the head, relaxing the jaw and the neck. Just one more for the glutes now, before we move to some inner thigh work. So we're going to come back into that all fours position. Remember, you can pop your wrists down if your wrists aren't feeling great after all of this work for strength in there, but this will build some strength within your wrists. So you're going to extend the foot away. Again, you could come onto your elbows with this one as well. We're going to extend the foot away and we're going to lift. Keep pushing that toe as far away from you as you can, and then you're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex, point. Draw the tummy in. Extend that leg away so the quad tenses as you push that toe away and flex in. Back of the hamstring, right into the glute. Let's get a couple more. Flex, point. So no movement at the knee, at the hip, it's all through the ankle. And relaxing down. Same onto the other side. Shoulders over wrists, extending the foot away, really push that away as far as you can. Lift. And then we flex and point, flex and point. So gaze is down at the mat so that we've got that nice neutral spine, slight tuck of the chin, flexing and pointing the foot. Let's get a few more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. let's go into the inner thigh now. So we're going to go into a side adductor stretch. So we're going to come onto our knees and we're going to lengthen out. So what we want here is that the toe is in line with the knee. We've got that nice triangle shape. We're going to pop the hands down to the floor and we're just going to rock those hips back and coming up. So a nice flat back here, so the same as if we were in an all fours position. So this knee is under the hip, my back staying nice and flat as I move forward and backwards. So let's stretch out that hip. Now, if you are quite flexible here and want to take the stretch a little bit deeper, you can move over towards the toe and just rocking forward and back towards that toe. Just releasing off that inner thigh. Now let's just loosen that off. And then we're going back into that same position, so lengthening out. This time the hand's going to come in line so that we've got the hand, the knee and the toe all in a nice straight line. Pop your hand on your hip, make sure that shoulder is stacked, so we're rolling that shoulder back and we're just going to lift the leg. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. So no movement, we're working hard here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back down. And just relax into that child's pose. Stretch out the bottom. And another side lying movement. Same side, so we're still staying with that right leg nice and straight. Now if that is too low for you here, you can always pop a cushion, books, a block, something just to lift you up so that you are still keeping that nice long line. So let's go into here now, our mermaid position. So we're going to pop the hand behind the head, so elbows nice and wide, we're not here. And we're going to pop the hand out to the side and we're going to reach down and we're going to come back up and reach. We're not coming all the way up, this isn't the position, we're stopping shy, about 45-degree angle, reaching down and reach. So this is all working into the side, keeping the side nice and long, nice and tight in the glutes here, holding you up, down and reach. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm relaxing down. And exactly the same onto the other side. So I'm going to start with that stretch first of all. Toe facing forward, in line with the knee. Hands come down to the floor, nice flat back. So we've got a long spine here. And we're just rocking forward and back. So we're keeping that line nice and long as we rock forward and backwards. We're not coming up and down, we're staying in that long line. Getting that stretch down the inner thigh. Pushing back, coming forward. If you want to take that stretch deeper, moving towards the toe. Releasing off that inner thigh. Just go to where you feel the stretch. So no need to push it. We're just getting some length down that inner thigh. And then just release off. Before we pop that left leg out again. This time, hand comes in line, fingertips point outwards if you need to. Get yourself higher. And we're going to lift. So let's open up the shoulder, so we've got that nice open position. Lift, and we're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex, point. So really lifting with the waist here and lengthening through the side. Flex, point, flex, point. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Relaxing down before we go into our mermaid. So let's extend that leg out to the side, lining up the knee and the toe. We're going to make a nice wide elbow position, so we really want to be making that shoulder blade flat against the back. We're going to extend the arm out to the side, and we're going to reach down, and we're going to come up. Reaching down and coming up. Really working into the waist, keeping that nice long line. Down, not coming up to that full position, we're staying just at that angle. Down, really switch on, squeeze your bottom here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relaxing down. And just relax down before we go into our next movement. So however you need to, take a few deep breaths, relax the jaw, relax the eyebrows, relax the shoulders. Deep breaths. So we're going to come into a squat position now. So we want a nice wide position. So toes turn out, 45-degree angle, feet are outside of hips. So if we came to a regular squat position just outside of hips, we'd heel toe on both sides to make that wide position. Knees drive out, so knees are tracking toes, so we push down into that squat position. So we're just driving those knees out and keeping that torso up nice and tall. So from the side, up nice and tall, knees drive out. Let's just hold that position. So chest is open, shoulders are back and down, and coming back up. Release off the legs. Down again, driving those knees out. Connected with the toes and the heels, ball of the feet. And then we're just going to lengthen out, and we're going to reach those hands forward. Again, making that flat back. So again, if you can come to here and you need a prop to help you, or if you can extend all the way down. But the main focus is having that nice flat back position. So nice long spine. Toes now turn to face forward as we're in this position. If you can take it deeper, walk those hands in. And if you want to take those feet wider so that the head comes down, nice deep stretch. Then we're going to walk those heel toes back in. And if you can, you're going to drop that bottom in between and sit in between the pelvis, squeezing the glutes. Now, if you need to and you're on your toes here for this movement, that's fine. Just sitting into those hips. If you can, with your feet down, but a nice flat back. So if you're here, then come onto the toes just so that you can get that nice flat back position. We're going to pop the hands down, and then we're going to lift the bottom high. And then we're going to come down again if you need to onto the toes, if you can, staying on the heels and lifting the bum high. And down. Deep breath in to prepare as you breathe out. Bottom lifts. And one more time, down. And bottom lifts. coming into a kneeling position. We're just about finished now, so we'll do what we can. So we're going to open the arms and we're going to drop the chin down onto the chest. So I want you to tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your bottom and drop that chin to chest. So we're not rounding the spine, we're keeping the spine nice and long, it's just the chin that's dropping down. Try and touch that chin to the chest. And coming back up. And again, dropping the chin down. And bring it back up. Keep squeezing the bum, pressing the hips forward. We're going to reach up with both hands. Right hand grabs the left. Chest is nice and open as we pull on that arm and reach forward. Again, stretching out here. Try and look round over the left side if you can. Keep that squeeze on the bottom. And swapping sides, holding onto the wrist. Deep breath in as you breathe out. Reaching over, keeping that squeeze on the bum. Then we're going to open out the hands. So wrists come in line with the elbows. We're opening out, so opening out that chest. And then we're just going to squeeze the bottom and we're going to rotate round to the right as we're breathing out to the left. Back to centre one more time each side. Keep that chest nice and open. And relax down. And we're all done. Excellent work today, everyone. Hope to see you all again next week.